When most of us think of attractive people, we tend to think of how the person looks. However, much of the attractive factor we feel towards others is on a psychological, not visual level. For example, a woman could be the most beautiful woman in the world, but if she has a bad personality, she isn't going to be as attractive to someone as another woman who is slightly less physically attractive with a great personality. So, no matter how much you work on what you look like, some factors may undermine your hard work because they make you less attractive to others on a psychological level. If you don't believe me, check out these 10 things that make you less attractive, based on psychology. Number 1. Skipping good rest. In a 2010 study, researchers from Sweden and the Netherlands had photos taken of participants who had slept 8 hours and those who hadn't slept in 31 hours. According to their results, those who had been sleep-deprived were considered to be less healthy and less attractive. Participants who commented on the sleep deprivation said they had more hanging eyelids, red eyes, dark circles under the eyes, and pale skin, and appeared to be sadder in comparison to those who slept. Number 2. Being stressed out. If you feel stressed, chances are you look like it, and that's not a good thing. A study conducted in 2013 discovered that men were less likely to be attracted to women who were stressed or anxious. The presence of the stress hormone cortisol affects how we judge another person's fertility and overall health. Number 3. Smiling too much. Wipe that smile off your face because it might be turning people off. According to a study from the University of British Columbia, an overly proud or happy face was deemed less attractive. Participants were given a collection of photographs and asked to rate the people. Men rated women more attractive when they smiled, but less attractive when they appeared proud. On the other hand, women said men were more attractive when they looked proud versus happy. Number 4. Contractive body language. Research shows that crossing arms, hanging your head, or hunching your shoulders can be a huge turn-off. A study by 4 different U.S. universities showed that people were less likely to go on a date with someone who had off-putting body language in their dating profile photos. Instead, they were more attracted to photos of potential partners in expansive positions, such as reaching their arms upward or standing with squared shoulders. Number 5. Smelling too similar or too different. Body odor has a lot to do with attraction, but it's more scientific than you think. Studies have found that people look for partners with immune system genes that are neither too similar nor too different from their own. The way a person smells determines the level of genetic compatibility and attraction. In one study, researchers took a DNA sample from a group of couples. They found that the couples who were least attracted to each other had MHCs too close or too contrasting with each other. Number 6. Not having a sense of humor. Laughter is the best medicine, and you better believe it may attract Mayor or Mrs. Right. The University of California discovered that being funny was equally as important to both men and women when looking for a mate. R.G. Wilson wrote, "The way to anyone's heart is through their funny bone." Number 7. Being mean. Is the good girls like bad boys adage really true? Not always. A Chinese study concluded that people perceived to be mean had a lower attractiveness. Participants, both men and women, were given photos of people with little or no facial expressions. Some photos were labeled with positive words, such as honest, while others said mean and evil. Even though they had neutral faces, the people labeled as mean were rated less attractive. Number 8. Excessive smoking or drinking. Smoking and drinking were cool in high school, but for those looking for a long-term partner, not so much. In a survey of 200 women, researchers found that they were less likely to be attracted to men who were frequent smokers or drinkers. It makes sense. Addictions and bad habits don't bode well for a happy and healthy relationship. Number 9. Too much laziness. A study in 2004 analyzed the results of a 6-week archaeology expedition by students. Each student was asked to rate their colleague's level of attractiveness at the beginning and end of the course. Certain participants who were rated as attractive in the beginning had a lower rating at the end because of perceived laziness. Number 10. Acting too superior. Nobody likes an egotistical gal or guy. A 2014 study analyzed results from students who rated people based on how they described themselves. People who showed humility were more likely to score a date with one of the students, while those who showed cockiness rated much lower. I guess the students really didn't like the sound of this statement. I'm a really good student and pretty smart, but definitely not a nerd or bookworm. I guess it just comes naturally. To learn more, check out other videos on this channel. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe, and see you in the next video.